So I have her up on a stem stand. I had to unscrew that brake connector joint, whatever thing, so I could reach that. Oh, and I took the horn off too. It was just this nut right there. So that's on there. It's off the ground. I'll take the wheel off, and I'm gonna replace that, which is a 3.25 by 19 with this Cruise Tech Metzler that is 190 by 19, which should be about the same, hopefully. Taking the tire off is simple here. Basically just screwdriver there to keep us moving. Take the nut off and it should drop. I'm gonna do that off camera and we'll touch back base when the tire is off. Forgot, also have 2 pinch bolts, 14 millimeter. So it's axle nut, pitch bolts, and for manipulation purposes, you can do that and move it. Amazing what you notice when it's off the bike. That was a mud dauber nest there. I thought it was a broken bolt in there, but no, there it is. Mud dauber yuckiness. So obviously I'm gonna need a new bolt there. So we're gonna take the cap off. See how cool that cap is. Very scientific. I took a 40, I think this is 40. Yeah, it's a 40 shell. And I just put it over a cap with some hot glue. And I'll take the stem off so we can get the air out. And these things have like a billion threads, excuse me. So just when you think you got them out, you have about 6 more to go. There we go. Put this somewhere safe. Got it on video so I remember where I put it. Oh, this tire is stiff. What's the date on this thing? This might be the original tire. I'm seeing the date code on it. There we go. Give me my spoons. Yeah, this tire is old and hard, and it took me a bit to get the bead. Trying to be careful not to pinch the tube on the way out, because if possible, I want to reuse it. I'm going to take the valve stem off here. And we'll just pop this off the rest. For which I'll need 2 hands. Tube's out. A little concerning about the amount of rust on there. But we'll see if we can reuse it. If not, this video is going to take a little while longer because I got to order one. It's pinched there for a little while, you can see. And a patch. 1 patch. Cool. Just take this off, and I'm going to clean up this wheel, and then we'll put the other one on. Simple as that. Old tire, bare rim, tube. And look at this, make sure that there's no No rough spots or nicks that could potentially destroy a tube. And everything feels nice and smooth. I just got the missing hole, or the missing nut there in the hole, or bolt, excuse me. And it's a little dirty. So, a little brushing, a little cleaning, and then we'll get to putting the tire back on. Wheels cleaned up. I aired this up, put the valve stem back in, and I stuck it in some water, and I rolled it around to make sure that there were no leaks from anywhere, since I am going to reuse it. I was concerned about this, no leaks. Concerned about that, no leaks. So, I'll save me 15 bucks and see if I can reuse this one without popping it, like I did the back one on here 3 inner tubes later. This tire is going to go on using the zip tie method, and since I'm holding this in my hand, I can't do it at the same time, so I'll talk you through it. I will put this, take the air out of it. There's a weight dot, so that'll go there inside the tube, and then I will put the zip ties around it, essentially doing that, so it makes one giant bead instead of 2 beads, in which you can pinch the tube. And silicone there, and spoons, and we'll be set. So let me get this set up with this and these, and I'll bring you back in just a second. Came outside to make less of a mess. So like I said, inner tube's in here with just enough air so it'll hold its shape, and I sprayed silicone all on the inner tube and all on this side of the inner tube. So now I'm just going to take these and make it small. There we go. As you can see, I got them as close as I could. Keeps the inner tube out of the way. You can pry there. And I wish I had one more, but I ran out. Now, a little more silicone and some Dawn to make it extra slippy. And we'll put it back on the wheel. Found my tripod, so you guys are up there. The valve stem goes there, so that goes there. I don't want to do that. Don't do that there. And oh.
Many months later.
That was a struggle. Yeah, let's see if we screwed up. Now, try and get the tube to poke through there.
It was at this moment he knew.
Oh my goodness, no. I put the tire on backwards. Rotation should go this way, and it goes that way. Okay, all that stuff you just watched me struggling, I just redid it all over again. And since I wasn't recording anything, it went much, much, much easier. The difference that I did on this time, in addition to putting the wheel in the correct orientation, was I left the cap off of the valve stem. This is it, I'm pulling it through right now. And I had to reuse all these. Luckily I cut them the way I cut them so I could reuse them. I had to double up some of them because they were my last few zip ties that I had, but we're on. And I don't know if it's gonna leak, but let me put that on there and get it centered up. I did leave the wheel weights on here because I'm gonna see how it does with the weights that's on there. If not, I'll take them off, I'll rebalance it. But my concern was to get this stupid tire on here, and it's on here now. Okay, we were over there, we are now here. The valve stem nut's in place. I don't have it. Okay, so I'll put the stem on, and then I'm gonna put some air in it, and hopefully I don't say a bunch of curse words because it leaks. Because that's been known to happen. Okay, so we're in. Don't mind the noise. Make sure the wheel's seated properly here. Looking at the bead marking. Looks even all the way around that side. It looks like I need to whack it with a hammer on that side. Oh man, need glasses. That looks even. All right. Doesn't seem to be losing any pressure. So we'll inflate this to say 30, and we'll see if it stays. 30. We'll come back and check it later. If it's a little low, it's because of that. Take the stickers off. And I'll grab my balancer. See what sits on the balance. There's a super fancy Harbor Freight wheel balancer. It's level based on that little dot. So we'll put this axle in here. Up she goes. Now, theoretically, the heaviest spot would be where the stem is. And it's still heavy. There's a weight right here on that part of the wheel. It doesn't seem like it wants to live there. I need to add a little bit of weight to this end right here. Yeah, that's going to be the heaviest spot there. So you want to counterweight up here. I'm going to spin it some and see if it's going to stop at the same thing. We'll fast forward. Okay, we're back. the same thing. The heavy spot is right about here. So I'm gonna put, these are 1/8 ounce. So I'm gonna put, I guess I'll start with 2 and see how that works. For now, I'm gonna tape them on this, and I'm gonna put them both on the same side. If that does the trick, then I'm gonna put 1 on this side and 1 on the other side. See if it even sticks. A lot of silicone stuff in here. Okay, a little struggling with the tape. I think I got it. Let's see. If we leave it there. That stops where you want it. Bring it here. That stops where you want it. There. Doesn't do much. There. I'd say that's fairly well balanced. 5/8 of an ounce. In addition to this guy. Go ahead, flame me in the comments for it. I'm leaving it there. Okay, I'm gonna put these permanently on there, and that's gonna wrap it up for this one. And the next one is gonna be the fork seals, because I was looking and YouTube doesn't have a lot of fork seal videos for the SR500s. So I'm gonna make one, and hopefully it doesn't suck. All right guys, so there you go. There's the tire, or wheel, balanced. I am going to buy some of these type of weights because that looks like crap, but for now that'll work. It's not like I'm going to be riding it anywhere anytime soon anyway, but it's there, and soon it will be there. So we are, just to show you, a non-standard size 325 by 19, a 190 by 19 fits in here just like it's supposed to. You see there's no interference. Stock or stock fender, it's loose, but stock caliper, stock brake, everything's stock. All the things are fitting, everything's supposed to be there. And we're still holding air, cool. Okay, so come back for the next video when we do the fork seals, because like I said, there's not many SR500 fork seal videos, so we'll make one, and hopefully it doesn't suck like I said before. These are bad. That's not a OEM fork seal there, if you couldn't tell. Anyhow, leave me a like, leave me a comment. You know, our little fiasco, me putting it on backwards and stuff. If you had the same issues before, let me know. Have a good day. See you next one.